our new song?
Is this what you're dancing to on the weekends?
That's exactly it. We're back on the Morning Brew with friends. We're talking about our new song here with our friends Steve Westman and Roy Solomon. Steve Westman, the Curious Tony. You always bring on some just great fun people.
I bring on great people
like
every Monday.
Like our buddy Roy. I love this. And Roy, it's been a minute since you and I have actually had a chance to sit down and talk. Well, I think since you had the restaurant in Nob Hill.
Bailey's on the Beach.
Bailey's on the Beach, yeah. And which had one of my favorite clam pasta recipe things. It was excellent. And I miss that. I miss that a lot. But the restaurant's still going, right?
No, it's now Amore.
Right. It's
Neapolitan pizza, and it's really great.
It is. Actually, it's very good pizza. But you've had this long career of doing awesome things, and your latest new thing is the Green Jeans Farmery, which I think is really creative and cool because we always see these shipping containers, and you see them around, and like, there's got to be something somebody can do with those things. And you said, yes, there is, right?
Well, yeah,
There's one right there.
That's it.
Yeah, my interest came around a couple of years ago when I saw a hydroponic farm in Florida. It was outside, and I thought, I wonder if I can retrofit that to fit into a vertical farming into a shipping container. Mm-hmm. And just because of
why shipping container?
I've had an interest in them since I saw a nice development in San Francisco in Hayes Valley, and they had these like pods of different businesses, and all at a shipping container.
Right.
That's
and
cool.
It's a really cool development, and I thought, I wonder if I could do that with our own local people in Albuquerque.
Yeah,
that's how that started.
They're giving kind of a view right now of what the project's going to look like.
And this is kind of the overall idea for it. Each one of those squares is rectangles, I guess, is a shipping container, right?
Yeah.
And you can do a lot with these things. And they are, I guess, if they're made to be on ships and trains and be transported literally across the globe, they're probably sturdy enough to be able to make a shopping center out of, right?
Well, there's some unique challenges. Once you start cutting windows and doors and skylights, and it changes them.
Plumbing for electricity and everything else.
I love that sketch right there with the sandias in the back.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
And this is going to be, it's kind of near that kind of growing little area there off kind of by the Cascada Hotel and by the, it's the new Calibers is right there.
Yeah, the climbing, the new climbing gym is there. Yeah, Stone Age climbing gym.
Cachette is right there.
Cachette, great neighbors and great people.
I wrote about it. It's like this cool little hood in between Carlisle and Washington.
It's kind of a hidden little neighborhood right now. It's really growing, and this is just going to be the next kind of awesome thing in that neighborhood. Shipping containers are going in already on this Friday, am I right?
Yeah, that's we're going to have a fun event from 12 to 3 Friday. A lot of the initial tenants that we have are going to be bringing some food.
And my friends from Boca Diaz are going to be there.
Boca Diaz will be there, and Amore, and we've got the Epiphany Espresso. It's in a cool little espresso bar that's going to be there.
Perfect.
But we've got some other great possibilities getting ready to be announced very shortly. So I can't announce them yet, but we're getting there.
See, you can't do that to us on the Morning Brew.
Yes,
you can't say there's awesome stuff that I can't tell you about. It's really great, but I can't say a word about it.
Well, I'm going to
we
tell
hate
you.
that at the
I'm
Brew.
going to tell you. We're going to have a huge crane there on Friday, and we'll be lifting 8 shipping containers. All those containers are going to form this space for Santa Fe Brewing, which is our anchor tenant.
That'll be great as a brew pub.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a tasting room.
That'll be great.
And they'll have an outside rooftop deck and a patio deck. And it's a cool building.
That's
and you'll
cool.
see it in pieces.
That was your first big news with
that
what's going on, right?
Yeah, Santa Fe Brewing came along right away. Great people, great
they make
part
a
of the
great
community.
beer too. And their Java Stout.
Yeah,
the Java Stout is really amazing. It's coffee and beer in one. It is awesome.
Yeah, I got hooked on that.
Right.
I got hooked on that a couple of different times.
Right. It will do some damage. It's a great beer though. It's a great beer. Well, and I think a lot of people know probably you from your other products.
Well, I've been around here for a while.
You've been around for a while because you had. What was it? You had the restaurant that was over off San Mateo and kind of by Cliffs for a while.
Oh, the Sunset Grill.
The Sunset Grill.
Sunset Grill had an escalator and palm trees, and it was great.
That was a fun restaurant back in the day.
It was a fun place. Period.
Right? Yeah. And then you went on from there. Well, that was where you originally developed what became 505 Salsa. Am I right?
Well, I have a little history before that, a place called the Hungry Bear.
Of
It's
course.
maybe before your
Yeah.
time, I think. But we used to bring in live music, and that was a great spot. And then
The Hungry Bear was it was like Wyoming, right? It was
Yeah,
this is
Wyoming and
going
I-40.
back into the Wayback Machine here.
It's a gas station.
Is it urban? Is it urban myth, or did Mayor Barry actually work the door there as a bouncer for a while?
He worked at that same era of time, but in another location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
We kicked him out. No,
Did you really?
no. He kicked me out.
but you through all of that, you developed 505 Salsa, which has become one of the most iconic local brands.
Yeah, 18 years of green chili sauce and salsa,
Yeah.
and it grew nicely. It's a great product.
It is a great product.
Right.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
it was taken over by the guys from Flagship Foods.
Yeah, I
They're-
sold it a couple of years ago, and they've expanded nicely and doing a great job with it.
Yeah, the brand has really taken off. I think it's one of the most popular brands of salsa around, right?
I have friends that ask me to bring jars of it when I'm traveling. So.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is one of those great New Mexico stories. Though. You've just been keep one thing after another, after another, after another. How do you do that as an
The
entrepreneur?
hard
in this
part was
town?
I actually had to buy a bottle of it the other day, and I was like, oh my God, I'm buying my own product, but
That's
okay.
perfect. I love that. So Green Jeans going up this Friday with the first of the shipping containers moving in. Are they all painted green?
No. We're actually going to be sandblasting them, so they're going to rust out on their own.
Oh, like
Yeah,
give
it's
them a
going
nice
to be very
little patina.
natural, yeah. There'll be some accent colors. We have two 40-foot sign towers that you'll be able to see from I-40 and from Carlisle, but they're going to be a natural look.
That'll be cool.
Just to confirm, people are not going to expect to be able to taste beer on Friday, right?
You know,
Or is it bring your own?
we're not promoting something that's going to be major. What we want to do is just have everybody come out and have some fun watching that crane lift the containers. But we've got such great tenants already that
Right.
they're going to be bringing some samples.
That's great. And Bocadillo sandwiches?
Bocadillas, I'm hoping they bring a lot of sandwiches. They got it's good
Right.
stuff.
They are the best. And they
It's,
actually do a really great salsa themselves, too.
And they need to be further up above Gerard for me. So that's good.
Come on,
Steve's
East
such
Side.
a Knob Hill guy.
I am
Yeah.
a knob.
If you like, what is it, Steve? If you're like,
below San Mateo, above Gerard.
if
for
you,
me.
yeah, if you're not there, you're dead to Steve, right?
No. I'm a downtown boy.
I'm kind of the same way, but the Cutler and I-40 is kind of a little extension to it.
And it's a
Yeah.
great growing
So,
neighborhood.
you know, it's right off the bike path, and that's
It
my
is.
biggest thing. That's the fun part, is being right there.
Well, we can't wait to ride my bikes. I can
It's
take
a
the
cool
bike,
space.
take
I
the
was
bike
out there
loop
the
all the
other
way
day.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll be
Well,
great.
thank you for having me.
Oh, this is great, man. Well, we'll talk a little bit more in a second. We'll be back on the
Exciting.
Morning Brew with friends, and we'll talk more about shipping
you.
containers and salsa on the Morning Brew. A couple of my favorite things.